Hello guys, welcome to yet another video on Tower of God New World and a new episode of my comprehensive guide for this game. So in today's video I will talk about exclusive equipment, and the way I'm going to do it is slightly different from previous videos because I noticed they were getting way too long. So I decided it would be a better idea to split them into smaller videos. So what I will try to do from now on for really extensive subjects is I will make a video like this one where I will just give an overview and some generic tips for that specific topic that apply to all of the colors. So just generic topics, generic tips. And then I will create a dedicated video for each color that will be released soon after the main one, so that it's also easier for me to manage them and create them. And also for you guys to only watch what you want. Uh, it's true that even with a long video, if I put the timestamps, you could still find immediately the different colors, etc. But I think this format is still a little bit easier for everyone, and it's also nicer to like see smaller videos so you don't feel scared to feel like you have to watch a 2 hour long video or 1 hour long video. I will try to keep them around 10 to 15 minutes each, so it should be plenty of time for us to discuss all the topics. So, without further ado, let's just get started with the exclusive equipment. And first of all, I wanted to just tell you guys that I'm always editing and adding information to the spreadsheet that I shared with you. So you might notice changes. Also while I'm recording, I'm always like editing stuff, adding notes, adding information. So you might find that when you look at the file, it's different, and that's correct. I always try to improve it. If you have any feedbacks, please, guys, feel free to comment it in this video or on Reddit, wherever, uh, and I will try to improve and make stuff that's more useful for everyone. So in specific for the exclusive equipment, I decided to add the column with the stat that was not present in the first draft of this document. The stat, I think it's useful to have at least at a glance so you can understand which unit are more like in which direction they are built and what stat you would get by upgrading the exclusive equipment. This information obviously can be found in game without any problems. You can go to the codex, just select a character, and you will already have this stat at plus 40 exclusive equipment. So as we can see, Evan, magic resist, 10%. That's something I wanted to include in the file, as I said. One information that's missing is mainly the range of this stat. Basically, you unlock this additional stat at exclusive equipment plus 5, and that's a 2% stat. That's the same for every single one of them. So magic, resist, lifesteal, crit rate, every one of them will have 2%. And then they will go at 2% increases in the next like 10 levels, so plus 15, plus 25, plus 35, and then one last upgrade at plus 40, where you get the 10%. So, with that being said, uh, other things I wanted to mention are just in general, the priority for exclusive equipment should always be on your main DPS as well. Same as like the majority of the other things, like report, you want to prioritize main DPSs, gear, you want to prioritize main DPSs, ignition weapons as well. So as always, everything revolves around the main carries of your team. This is simply because your carries will be the units that will help you progress, will help your account progression the most. So every bit of investment you can give them is definitely worth it. And yeah, so again, when you have to decide, should I invest in a main DPS or another unit, always go for the main DPS. That's a given. Uh, that's like true especially if the main DPS is a unit you have to use or you want to use. So obviously, like if my team is composed of like my main team is purple, I use Joaquin. My second team is yellow, I use Hwayeon. My third team is red, I use Evankel. Then I want those three with as much investment as I can. At that point, I wouldn't waste resources on like a fourth carry until you are really far ahead in the game, like floor 28, 29. Then you start thinking about a fourth DPS, like heavily investing in them. Until the mandatory tier, I would say it's almost fine. If you want like to invest in one DPS per color just to progress in the trials a little bit better. But even then, just focus on the DPS you need and the DPS you will need for like the next 2 to 3 floor. If you're approaching, like you are in floor 12, you're approaching floor 16, especially because those floors are still quite quick. So you already should start building towards the next main DPS. If you are already past floor 16, you are like floor I don't know, 18, you should already build the third DPS because you will need him in floor 21. And then again, floor 31, you will need the fourth DPS, so you should already be building one by like floor 28, 29. At that point though, you probably are already pushing as I said, the trial of the different elements, so you might already have someone almost built. But yeah, the main point is you do not want to invest only in main DPSs. Obviously, they are your priority, but only when you actually need them. Otherwise, just go for the supports that can definitely boost your team survivability, damage, and everything. They are really great unit. And after them, just like tank units that really need the survivability. Those are also your third priority, I would say. And then after them, once you have main DPSs, core supports, and some tanks that really need the exclusive equipment already done, then you can move to like units that are more targeted towards like bosses and stuff. Mainly there are two units, but I will talk about them in their specific videos. And for the moment, that was pretty much what I wanted to say regarding prioritization. One important thing to notice is that exclusive equipment at plus 20 is when you unlock the ignition weapon, and this will be extremely important for sure for your main carries because you want the ignition weapons. Obviously, they give you great stats. So even if their exclusive equipment is not that good by itself, just by the fact that it gives you access to the ignition weapon, it's already worth upgrading. And you will see that most of the units will have it as mandatory at plus 20. At least all the main DPSs will. And some of the supports as well, because some of them have really good effects from their exclusive equipment skill. Then another topic to talk about in the generic video is the resources needed to upgrade those pieces. So from plus 0 to plus 10, you will need the common extracts. From plus 10 to plus 20, you will need the uncommon extracts. And from plus 20 to plus 30, you will need the rare extract. Let me just open up my bag real quick so I can show them to you guys. Where the hell are them? Here. Okay. And I have very few of them because I've just upgraded the exclusive equipment for Viol, so I'm already out of them. But here you need these common enhancement extracts. You need 300 of them to take a piece from plus 0 to plus 10. Then you need 300 of uncommon ones as well to take the piece to plus 20. And then you need 300 of these to take it to plus 30. So the numbers are the same. You will get more of these than you get of these, obviously. For some reason, I mean, it's not that obvious to me since the numbers are the same. I don't see why I would get more of these than the others, but it's fine. You have ways to, like with the events, you have ways to get them. With the trials, you have ways to get these as well. So it's not too much of a hassle to get them, but there are not many. So you should never waste them on characters you do not need. Is probably one of the hardest things to max. Not necessarily the hardest, but like it's eventually with time you will have all of the units with exclusive equipment plus 30. Great. But at the beginning it's really a slow progress. It takes a lot of time to get a unit, so you really need to think it through when you are planning to invest on a unit. Like, am I really going to use it? Is it really that good? Is it really that necessary to unlock it? If yes, then great, you can invest it. Otherwise, don't waste these resources. They are extremely good, and there will be units that will need them. After plus 30, you will need the specific color announcement. So yellow for yellow units, purple for the purple units, etc. These are way less important because level 30 doesn't really give you anything. You will just get a total of a 4% in this stat that's written here in this column, and then additional attack, defense, and HP. Nothing too like groundbreaking. It doesn't really matter that much. So you can feel free to upgrade different equipments, like different exclusive equipments to plus 35 without too many problems. You won't get that much out of it. I suggest just investing in the main DPSs first, but it's not that relevant, guys, so it's fine. Plus 40 is really expensive. Like to get it to plus 35, it won't take much. You will get a lot of these, so it's really quick. But to get to plus 40, you really need a huge amount of them. So I would rather upgrade more to plus 35 than just upgrade a single one to plus 40. But I get it that having a unit with a full golden setup, like for example, let's take Meta Hard, like full golden is always nice, but it's definitely not necessary to take it to plus 40. Plus 35 is perfectly fine and more than enough. So, okay, guys, that was pretty much all I wanted to say, and I will go in more detail in the separated video on every single element. So please look forward to that, and they should come out shortly after this one. I will try and release them like at least 2 per day, so that in 3 days total we will have all the videos out for you guys to watch. Let me know what you guys think of this format in the comment, and if you like the video, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!